show by Chris and Neil with all great movies. They are the real deal. We watch them all, so you don't have to. It's movies that don't suck and some that do.
And welcome to a new episode of Movies That Don't Suck and Some Do. My name is Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And today we are talking two new movies that are out there for your viewing pleasure. First, we're going to be talking the new movie comedy drama. Is it rom-com? I don't know. Drama comedy?
Romance.
What is it?
Romance.
Bromance.
What?
Monday.
Who's
Featuring Sebastian Stan.
You ready to follow Captain America into the jaws of death?
Hell no. That little guy from Brooklyn, I was too dumb not to run away from a fight. I'm following him.
That's from Civil War, right?
No, that is from First Avenger.
Okay, thanks, dude.
That's when that's right after Captain America saves him and the Howling Commandos, and then they're in the bar talking about becoming the Hollow Commandos.
Okay, who else in this movie?
Denise Gaug.
Gao, I think.
Gao, as I said.
I think okay, whatever.
You shagged my friend for upwards of a year. I cannot know what your witch's code says on the matter, but ordinary folk would consider it obscene, base, vile. I try not to think about it. That stupid bed was making it difficult. That's that.
So that's actually from the Witcher 3 video game.
Yeah, because she's one of the main characters, Yennefer.
Yeah, Yennefer.
In The Witcher. And I'm guessing at some point, Yennefer's going to pop up in the TV series. Let's just be honest.
Do you think we played by Dennis Gallo?
Huh?
Do you think we played by Dennis
No, I
Gallo?
don't. By any means, I don't think. No, I mean, unless they give her a wig. I mean, because the girl that's in the video game kind of looks like Catherine Zeta-Jones, kind of.
Yeah, I mean,
Catherine Zeta-Jones from like
I know who she is.
Zorro.
Yeah, I know who she is.
Yeah.
Who else? What else we got going on?
And there's a lot of other actors in this movie, and I am just going to do the justice of not trying to pronounce all their names.
He's gonna try to get to me, and I'll fuck it up too. It's
I mean, these are
we
names.
got Yorgos Pierre-Polos, who played Argus. We got
Michaelos Leonos, Milanos Alexicas, Gorgaz Valis, Valinas Morakikis. Like, I can't pronounce these names, guys. I'm not going to lie to you.
Electra Ramona Ding Dong.
Yeah, it's like, I'm not trying to be an asshole here. I just suck at reading
Greek names, especially.
Words. Yeah, I suck reading Greek names, and that's why I never DJ'd a Greek wedding.
Okay.
I assisted someone once at a Greek wedding.
Was it big and fat?
They were they had a different dance for every song, and I thought every song kind of sounded the same.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know how they all knew them, but I mean, there's like 30 songs in a row, different Greek songs, and I was just like, how do they all know this? How? I don't even know. I barely know the Cupid Shuffle, and it tells you how to do the dance in this song.
What's the other movie what we were talking about today?
Oh yeah, the other movie that we are going to be watching is the B horror movie, Jacob's Wife, featuring good old Barbara Crampton.
He came to the house and he said he was a delivery man, but he had a gun and then he hit me over the head and I woke up here.
My poor darling.
He was gonna kill me. Oh, thank God you got here.
What is that from, dude?
That is from The Bold and the Beautiful. She was a main actress on that show for like how many years? She was on there for 3 years. And then she was on The Young and the Restless for 20 years.
The thing is, she was young and restless by the time she was on that show, though.
Yeah, exactly. And by any means, she's been in a lot of things. She was in Days of Our Lives, too, in 1983
So
to
she's a
1984.
substar.
Yes, by any means.
Okay.
And, I mean, but she's been in a bunch of different, like, she was in Reanimator at one point. She was in Puppet Master. She was in Robot Wars.
So she's
The Nanny.
She's a horror veteran.
Yeah. Party of Five. I mean, that was a horror show if I ever saw one.
It's just
Um,
frightening.
Let's see. Never Enough, Sex, Money, and Parking Garages in San Francisco.
Who's in this?
Oh, she was in The Lords of Salem by Rob Zombie.
That movie fucking sucks, though.
That was a okay movie.
You can't give a pass just because you like the guy. I like the guy too, but you gotta call stuff for what it is sometimes.
All right, and also in the movie is Larry Fishden.
I'm pretty sure it's Fessenden.
That's what I said.
That's not what you said, but okay.
It can fly at you like a sudden storm without warning from nowhere, and devour you, consume you with its ferocious appetite.
Yeah, what's that from?
Begins with a W. I'm trying to find it. it's the name of the character that they call Bigfoot in like the frozen areas.
Yeti?
Wendigo?
Oh, the Wendigo.
Wendigo.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So by any means, all his movies are BB movies. Like I've never heard of any of these.
And who else is in this movie, dude?
Carnage Park. I don't know.
Yeah, you do.
Oh yeah. I know who else is in there. The best in the world, the one, the only, CM Punk.
Let me get something straight. Those of you who are cheering me right now, you are just the biggest part of me leaving as anything else. Because you're the ones that are sipping out of those collector cups right now. You're the ones that buy those programs that my face isn't on the cover of. And then at 5 in the morning at the airport, you try to shove it in my face so you can get an autograph and try to sell it on eBay because you're too lazy to go get a real job.
Is he talking shit on his fans in that?
Yeah, he's talking shit on everybody. That is called, and I'll be very brief on it because I know you don't give a shit.
Did he turn heel or something? What the fuck?
No. Well, he was heel already. He was going against John Cena, and that is called the pipe bomb. That is considered the biggest promo in the last 10 years. CM Punk only had 2 weeks until his contract was up. He wasn't re-signing, but since it was such a big thing because he was the number one guy right then and there, he had, for the last 2 weeks of his character, had independent freedom to do whatever the fuck he wanted. So he's like, hey, can I say something at the end of this match? And Vince McMahon's like, yeah, say whatever you want. We won't write it because you have corrective freedom. And that's what he says. And at the end of that promo, like, he's still talking and they cut the microphone off. And that's real. That's not part of the story. He was saying shit he wasn't supposed to say. He was like ripping everybody apart, like telling them exactly how he felt.
And then he went and lost 2 matches in MMA.
No, well, next he won against John Cena 2 weeks later in Chicago because he's from Chicago. And he won the title and then had the longest reign in the last 20 years anybody has with the WWE title, which was 487 days or something like that. And so, and then after that, he quit because they just kind of threw him to the dogs. Like, you know, like even in that promo, he says, the fact that The Rock is in this year's main event and not me makes me sick to my fucking stomach, because The Rock wasn't even wrestling at the time. The Rock was Hollywood already. He already made like Fast and the Furious. I mean, like, so he had a very good reason why he was all upset. But that is literally considered the thing. So tell everybody where they can find us every time they want to look at us up.
You guys can find us online, moviesdon'tsuck.net. We're on Facebook at facebook.com/moviesdon'tsuck podcast. We're on Twitter at MTS Podcast. We're on Instagram at MTS Podcast. We're also on Patreon, patreon.com/moviesdon'tsuck. We have Bonfire. We have merch. Go to bonfire.com, search our name. You guys easily find pictures with our faces on it and shit like that. And we're all streaming platforms. Some of us are watching on Facebook and you're watching YouTube, but we're also on Spotify. You'll find the edit episodes every Monday, Tuesday, or Sunday. Show them on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts. We are there.
We're everywhere. We try to be everywhere. There's like, we try to do everything all the time. Blah, 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 blah.
Now you see me, now you don't. But what's the sponsor?
The sponsor, and I got to talk about this because I have to talk about these people, and I got to give them mad shout out because I was there yesterday for a radio remote, And that is Kush Dispensary. Kush Dispensary is a medical marijuana dispensary. They strive to bring their patients the best medicine at the best price. Patients over profits. Edibles, flower, concentrates, and topicals. You can find them at 1711 East Scully Drive, Tulsa, Oklahoma, 74105. Or if you need to call them for advice, call 918-742-KUSH. And I am telling you, I sent you the video. I was doing a radio and it was raining and it was snowing there. Am I correct, in Kansas City?
Yes.
So at the same time, it was raining here. And there was snow mixture. So I'm not going to act like there wasn't some snow. There was some snow. But literally, so they put us in this tent. Originally, we were supposed to have our own little pop-up tent that we bring ourselves and be set up outside. You know, but it was raining and shit. So they had this big white tent and they're like, hey, just go in this tent. It'll be fine. And so we're there for 2 hours. You know, we're promoting. We're doing the media. We're doing all that kind of cool stuff. And the owner comes up and it's like, hey, man, at 420, I am going to put a pound of weed into this heater over here. And I'm going to smoke out this entire tent. It's going to be a smoke out. And we're like, cool. Just tell us when you're about to do that. We want to get out of the tent because we're still working, you know? And he does, you know? And so I walked in real quick, took a little video of it just to show people. I held my breath. I had a mask on anyway, you know? And it got to the point that all the super stoners that were there were like, this is a fucking lot, man. like they were all running out of the tent.
It made me sick to my stomach, that video. Like yeah, just so you guys know, yesterday was 420. We're recording this on the 21st.
Yeah, so this would be the actual stoners holiday.
Today?
Yeah, because it's said that you smoke a joint at 420, but every stoner's always late, so it'd be 421.
Why are we recording Wednesday instead of Thursday today?
That has to do with all of that. Anyway.
Okay.
So anyway. So second thing, later on, I was trying to pack up all the gear from the place, and some lady walked in, refilled the fucking thing, and it just started blasting out hardcore while I'm trying to pack up all the gear. And I'm like, oh, dude, fuck. I tried to get out of there because people were all rushing back in because they wanted to do it again. Anyway, I am now going to be a producer for sports programming in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Yeah, right?
That's more.
And so my first 2 training days is tomorrow and Friday. And then Saturday and Sunday, I'll be doing 2 live events. So now, I mean, by any means, I'm not going to be the radio on talent. I'm not even going to be the guy saying, all right, coming back in just a second to, you know, the sports program. I'm just the guy working the boards.
That's still really cool.
Nothing.
It's still pretty cool.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. And is that a full-time gig or is that something else?
It is. It's just a part-time gig. It's, you know, and I don't want a full-time gig. I'm not looking for full-time.
Okay.
So it just happened that Saturday I did a remote and the dude was like, hey, you want to do this? And I was like, yeah, why not? I like stuff.
Yeah.
So what you been up to, big boy?
Nothing. We did, you know, Panic Fest on Saturday. Last Saturday, finished up what I could see. Saw Sarah's movie with a fold, which is pretty cool. If you follow her on Facebook, she has a few reviews of the movie because it's the first time that a lot of people have seen it. And not much else. Yeah, that's it. That's
it. That's your whole week.
Oh yeah. Also, I've been fucking dying this whole week. I've been working overtime, and I'm fucking beat. But I'm here, ready to talk about a couple movies. Yeah, let's. I mean, we can get into it. Let's do it. You want to get into it? Let's fucking do it. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's fucking do it, damn it.
Let's start with Monday. Today's not Monday, but this movie's called Monday. Directed by
Monday.
Argus.
Directed by Argosy Paramanimatia.
It's Argus Papadimitriopoulos. Look at that. I practiced that before, by the way. Written by Rob Hayes and Argus Papa Metropolis.
Is
This stars Sebastian Stan.
that the name of the big like creature on Sesame Street?
That's the Snuffleupagus.
Oh, okay, that's close.
I think he's Greek
I feel
too.
like that's close.
It stars Sebastian Stan as Mickey, Denise Gao as Chloe, Yorgos Pierpopoulos. Oh goddamn, Yorgos Pierpasapopoulos, remember Ding Dong as Argus. Michalis Laos is well, I'm not gonna say they're a police officer. One, the fuck is wrong with me? But yeah, and wanted to read the Unsane storyline. I gotta say, it's almost impossible for you to fuck this up at all.
A spark on Friday can lead to a spazzling weekend fling.
Start over.
But what happens?
You said
What?
spazzling.
What? I know. I purposely did that. You said I couldn't mess it up. Anyway, a spark on a Friday can lead to sizzling weekend fling. But what happens when you get to the inevitable Monday?
So what this is about takes place in Greece. Mickey is
Yes.
an expat.
That's rated R for sexual content, nudity, graphic nudity, drug use, and pervasive language.
If you want to see Sebastian Stan's impressive dick, you can watch this movie.
It's impressive. There's a reason they call him the Winter Soldier. All right.
Anyway,
he has a bionic third arm.
Yeah, I was like, Jesus, look at that. But imagine you have to fluff before that, right? Like before you show your dick on the camera, you have to sort of fluff it. You have to make sure it's the best make and model it can be while flaccid.
I mean, I don't know, dude.
Okay.
I mean, that's porn.
Anyway, Sebastian Stan plays Mickey. He's a DJ and music producer in Greece, and he meets Chloe, who is what was she there for? That was never really said in the movie, right? But she's there. She's about to go back to the U.S. and they meet.
She was it did. It said that she was a lawyer and that she was there because she was helping people with immigration rights.
Okay, fine. Anyway, she's there and
it explained everything that happened in this movie. There's no surprises. Everything was explained.
No, dude, I'm not going to talk about the rest of it. But they meet and they fall in love, right? And then it's the story of their relationship. This movie is an hour and 58 minutes long, or almost 2 hours long. It's rated R. There's cursing, there's titties, there's dicks, and
yeah, this is, I mean, honest, real opinion. This is like one of those movies that it is honest, it's genuine, and it really like holds on the shoulders of like the actors and actresses that were involved. Like they really played their part, and the chemistry between Sebastian Stan and Denise Gao was fucking amazing. Like they played like they were in a relationship for like years.
I could not stand these characters.
What?
Yeah, I couldn't stand them.
I loved it.
I did not.
And everybody I talked to loved it.
That's great. I did not like this movie.
Why?
Okay.
Do you just not like good independent movies?
Dude, fuck you. You know that's like my jam, right?
I mean, I don't know. Obviously, it's not. This is like
listen. I think
nominated for awards, and you're like, fuck that movie.
No, I don't see any. By the way, I'm looking at IMDb. I don't see any nominations. I know that's fine. You liked it. I have no issues with that. I'm fine talking about it. I want to talk about it as much as you want to talk about it. But I do want to say, Chloe and Mickey were some of the most insufferable people in the movie, especially Mickey. And there are things to like about Mickey, but more than anything, I thought he was a man child, and I thought that Chloe was also like, especially near the end of the fucking movie, like they made decisions that no one ever makes. And in the end,
you calling someone a man child is a stove calling the kettle black. Because we're both man-childs. Let's just be 100%
Mickey is more immature than we are.
I don't know, man. I mean, he's a music DJ that does stuff on the side to make money.
And
I feel like he's right up the alley of everything I've ever done in my life. So it's
okay.
Like, I mean...
Maybe
he's kind of douchey. I will give him that, but that's what the character is. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I'm saying. That's fine.
Acting.
Yeah, and dude,
acting.
Here's the problem.
Acting.
I
he's
like
an actor.
I'm fine with. I'm fine with movies where people are unlikable. There are plenty of movies where there's no one to root for. Like There Will Be Blood. Daniel Plainview is an asshole or bad person, but at least he's a compelling character. I didn't find anything compelling about Chloe or Mickey. I thought their relationship was fucking toxic and awful, and I do not.
Nice.
I do not. I don't. I didn't. I didn't connect with him. I like. I don't know if I'm supposed to feel like they're in love with each other. I didn't get that feeling. You're saying you're seeing chemistry. I'm not seeing it.
I did.
I'm seeing. I'm seeing real acting. And but I'm not seeing the love between them. I'm seeing more like God. Why the fuck are they together?
It was very obvious why they were together. They're in love.
At the end, I'm not gonna give away the ending, but the ending, I was like, what the fuck just happened? This is so. It's so out of character.
It was a great movie. This is why I think it's a good movie and why you didn't like it and I did like it. Cinema,
you're gonna tell me why I'm wrong? Is that what you're gonna tell me?
I'm gonna tell you why you're wrong. This was a real relationship. It was real.
A bad one. Because I've never heard. I mean,
no. This is just a relationship. To be honest, I mean, when me and my wife got together, I was like, by any means, a car crash of a person.
Yeah.
Like I was a person that would make Mickey look like he's a goddamn 5-star general in the fucking army with with trophies and shit. Like he was a good human being compared to what I used to be like, And so to me, I just think it was very realistic and it was uplifting for, when they had their puppy dog phase, and then it got real, when certain issues happened and certain things came across. And then it all came kind of crashing down at a certain point. And then they realized, you know what? We're just both being assholes. And then it got to the next day and everything was fine. That's what happens in a relationship, man.
I couldn't stand these characters. I couldn't. Either of them. They were insufferable people. I didn't see any growth in any of them, especially Mickey. I saw Chloe getting fucking frustrated. I didn't see any growth in Mickey whatsoever.
I mean, the chemistry between the two actors was just exceptional.
They're great actors. The acting was not bad.
And between the two of them, it made me feel like I was watching a relationship, but almost made me feel like I was watching like a reality show at some point. And maybe that's why you didn't like it either, because you don't like reality shows.
Yeah, you're right about that. But
yeah, so maybe that's why you didn't like it.
No,
Maybe
this was not a select reality show. There
are
no testimonials, and don't talk to me about emotional intensity and how I can't handle it. Don't fucking tell me that.
I'm just saying. I mean, no, there's certain things that neither one of us can handle. Like me, I can't handle things that are about like old people dying in front of people, or like I can't take movies where people are shot in front of.
But people. I'm not saying I can't take it. I was just sort of sitting on the couch going, how am I supposed to feel about these people? And honestly, I didn't really have that big of a problem until probably the third act of the movie, probably.
The third act of the movie made you bad?
The last act, the final act, that made me. I was like middling with maybe a 3.4. And then that last brought it down farther down. Like I was like, no one acts that way. I know people who've gone through this thing before, and no one acts that fucking irresponsibly. Unless you're Mickey.
I don't know, man. You don't know some people.
No. Chloe completely acted out of character that last half hour of the movie. And it makes decisions that no one ever makes. Like, yeah, let's do this. And I don't want to give anything away, but dude, I did. The acting was fine. Okay, I'll say things I liked about the movie. It was shot beautifully. It's in Greece. Greece is beautiful, right?
Yeah, it was a great backdrop. Cinematography was awesome in this movie.
The actors were fine. Like I was not convinced. They played their actors.
They were fine. Dang.
Yeah. You see them if you want to see them naked, good times because it's all.
If you want to see Bucky Barnes getting it on,
if you want to see Bucky's Willie, and watch this movie. But I didn't like.
I think that rhymed. Did you just rap?
If you want to see Bucky's
Willie, you got to see this movie. Close. It was close.
I bet if I made it flow, it would sound good.
All right. Oh shit! I just realized what I don't have in here.
You know your notebook?
Nope. Talk about how you don't like this movie more. I'll be giving 5 seconds.
All right. For some reason, Neil found a lot to like about this movie. I did not. But Neil always he's like, obviously don't want to talk about it, so move on. And that's not the case. If Neil wants to talk about how much this movie like this movie, that's fine. I just gotta say that I'm not the biggest fan of Monday. I'm not that happy I spent money on it. All right. All
right. I'm back. Yeah. And what I got to say about it is if you know what true love is, you'll like this movie.
Dude, I've been married for I don't think you need to have
You know, at this point I'm just saying shit just to fuck with you, right?
Yeah.
You know that, right?
Yeah.
like anyway, all right. So here's some quotes from the movie. We'll give the quotes and then we'll do rating 1 out of 5. It's not R&B and it's not disco. Whatever it is, it's a 20-minute fucking long song. That's how I feel like anytime I'm at a dance club. Remember the last time you were at a dance club? Fucking love dance clubs. Yeah, but I love doing ecstasy and going to dance clubs.
I was
great.
I was to 19 song yesterday, but it was something else. But
I don't know why. There's a point in this movie where they get blow from someone and just do random blow. Come on, you can't do random blow. You got to watch the guy do it first.
Watch the guy who got the blow.
Yeah, whoever you buy the blow for him, you got to watch them do some first.
You don't want to take just some random drugs.
Yeah, because then you don't know if it's Ajax in a baggie. Come on now. I thought we all learned this at some time. Beach, you wear clothes. Home, no clothes. You don't like lawyers? Well, you like this lawyer. He usually leaves with one. Now he shows up with one. What's the deal? We're all gonna die tonight. You ever think to yourself, what the fuck am I doing? Like literally, what the fuck am I doing?
I did that at the end of this movie. I said to myself.
I know, that's what I did at the next movie. What's ridiculous? You farting in my couch all night? Today we lost a couch, but you gained a family. I work with Maroon 5. I fucking hate Maroon 5. Is it true you're only happy when you're failing? Look at this cute boy having a poo. It's not about how many dicks you suck. It's about the future. I don't understand English, but everything will be all right. There you go. Those are some good, wholesome quotes from the movie.
So,
give us your rating, bro.
No,
let's hear it.
Oh, my rating is a 3.1, maybe.
Oh, this is a 3.8 for me. I loved it. I thought it was a good movie. It could have been better. I mean, there's of course certain parts in it that I thought were a little long-winded.
I hadn't read the critic consensus till just now, and I'm 100% on board with it. But before you give it 3.8, I give it 3.1. What do you think the audience score in this movie is?
Oh, audiences suck at scoring shit. I don't know. Probably something like a 49, 48.
77%.
What?
Yeah, they liked it about as much as you did, maybe a little less, but they gave it a 77%. What's the critic score?
77.
48.
Oh, nice. So I had it backwards?
Yeah. So the critics' consensus is Monday has attractive leads and beautifully filmed setting, but fatal character flaws undermine the impact of the this turbulent romance. And usually I don't really agree with the consensus, but I'm spot on with them.
You like them on this one?
The fatal character flaws. Because like I said, no one acts this way. No one.
That's bullshit. Yes, they do.
Unless you're watching an episode of fucking Cops. No.
I'm sorry. That's how people act in a in a real relationship, man.
Are you saying that I'm not in a real relationship? Are you saying that? Like seriously? Are you saying that I'm not in a?
Not every relationship is a fairy tale, Chris.
Are you saying mine is?
Yes.
Man,
you have a mansion on the big hill.
I don't have a mansion, dude.
You tell everybody about the whole mansion thing you have. You have like 7 bedrooms and like 3 bathrooms.
I have 2 bathrooms. By the way, my master bathroom is tiny as fuck. We had to have someone come yesterday to fix a crack in our shower pan, dude. Like there's this lady here who just showed up with knee pads and foam and just fixed the crack in our shower.
I got to find a handyman to come fix my goddamn garbage disposal.
What happened?
Because it's been broken for like a year, dude. Like half a year.
So what have you been doing? Just like throwing away food like in the garbage can, so it's all smelly and
definitely.
stuff.
Yeah.
Damn,
well,
dude.
I mean, we take it out to the garbage cans, but I mean, like it literally is like it's an electrical problem.
Yeah.
And so the warranty company will only fix the plumbing. So they put in a brand new garbage disposal, took our awesome vintage one, and it still doesn't work. I gotta have an electrician.
You turn it on, it's like burn. Is it like that?
Yeah. No, it doesn't even turn on.
That's better then, because I mean, it's just because that's not better. It's because it's burned. You can go in there, pull out whatever bottle cap you threw in there when you were drunk. Okay. So, do you want me to give you? I'm gonna give you a good review and a bad review. How about that? Short little blurb.
Hey, it is what it is, man. You can't be right about every movie, you know? All right. Let's move on.
No. Here's a good review by Becca James of the Chicago Reader. She said, that's the beauty of Argus Papadopoulos' follow-up to Suntan. To me, the actor reflects the highs and lows of relationships once the dust of a fling starts to settle and the work begins. Right. And here is another. Here's the one. When they were just running around beautiful Greece, I was enjoying the movie. When they get in the story, nah. That's by Tim Cogshell Film Week, KPP, NPR, Los Angeles. All right, but that's Monday. You guys can rent that on Amazon or any other place you rent movies. And I think we're ready for news, right?
Only if you want to do it naked.
I mean, we're on the air. We're going to kick off YouTube if we get naked.
All right, let's move along. This is Movies Don't Suck and Some You Do News. Today I will read stuff from the internet. Chris will act like he hasn't read it already, and we will have a good time doing it. First up.
Sorry. I was fucking with you.
Weed. Sebastian Stan.
Was in a movie called Monday. It wasn't very good, right?
Of the soon-to-be award-winning movie Monday. Wants his next movie to be a biopic.
Who's he gonna play? Oh, can I guess what kind of person it is?
Yeah.
Is it an artist?
Yeah, it's an artist.
Like actual like a sculptor or a painter, some type person?
An actor.
Actor. So let's do a biopic of an actor?
Of a sports actor, yeah.
O.J. Simpson.
No.
Who?
More famous.
Just tell me. I'm tired of guessing. Oh, Terry Bradshaw.
And Stan's quote is, "That's it, man. We got to do it. I want to do a Ric Flair, Arn Anderson biopic." You know, by the way, did you ever interview Hauser, Paul Walter Hauser? He goes, "I would love to be Ric Flair and Paul Walter Hauser to play Arn Anderson. He is so funny. I mean, he's such a big wrestling fan, you know, and I'm a big wrestling fan too growing up. I love WWF stuff, and we both have kicked up at one point. So maybe Ric Flair. I'll do it in a second if there's a script."
So he wants to be Ric Flair.
I mean, Chris Hemsworth is playing Hulk Hogan in a biopic.
I can't wait to see that.
I know, me neither, man. Predator. You know that movie, right?
Yeah, I'm a Predator.
You know who owns Predator right now?
Disney.
You know why they own Predator?
Because they own CBS, because they own Fox.
The screenwriters of Predator, Jim and John Thompson, are suing Disney for the rights to the franchise that began with their well-known 1987 movie. Now, this is the thing. They have filed a lawsuit, acquired the Predator franchise through the purchase of 20th Century Fox. The Thomas brothers are now looking to take advantage of the copyright law termination provision, which let them cancel the transfer. This is coming up now because authors are required to wait in a serious period of time, likely 35 years in the case of Predator. In response, Disney's 20th Century has filed lawsuit of its own in hopings on holding on to the rights, because they have like a big plan for Predator. They have like several movies planned and all that stuff, and they're like, man.
That reminds me, is Alien vs. Predator, is that canon?
I don't know what it is.
It's not good.
It's shit. How about this? It's shit. How about that?
Okay, so
that movie sucked so much donkey dicks. You cannot make an Alien or Predator movie PG-13.
And listen, man, like if you're gonna make it, the name of it sounds cool as fuck, but the execution was bad. And you can blame Paul W.S. Anderson for that shit. You know, he made Mortal Kombat PG-13. He made a bunch of Resident Evil movies PG-13. And you're showing me what you're drinking. What is that?
Sorry, I had something in my mouth.
Apparently,
yeah. Rose Rock it's Oklahoma City from Twisted Spike Brewery. I have to go down to Oklahoma City.
Same, I had this last week, so.
Yeah, woo woo.
All right.
Brad Pitt will be making a cameo in Sandra Bullock's and Channing Tatum's movie The Lost City of D.
It's
a romantic screwball comedy that will tell the story of elusive romance of novelist Bullock and the cover model of her book, Tatum, landing in a jungle adventure after a kidnapped attempt goes wrong.
I can't
wait.
Are they gonna be falling in love or?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a comedy. Patty Harrison's in it. Daniel Radcliffe's going to be in it, and now Brad Pitt's making a cameo. What more do you need to see a movie?
Did you like his cameo in Deadpool 2?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, fuck yeah. The Visioner, or yeah, I loved him. All right, this is just a story. It has nothing about new stuff or anything. I think this is just a cool story. I thought you'd enjoy it. Rocky Horror Picture Show has been playing to an empty theater for the last 54 weeks.
An empty theater, like no one's in it?
Yes, in Portland, Oregon. They screen the Rocky Horror Picture Show nightly for 43 years. And due to COVID-19, of course, nobody's coming. But the guy didn't want to break tradition.
Cool.
So what he did is he just kept filming it. He said, I want a return to the norm. And I felt like, empty theater or not, this is a way to return the norm. I watched it alone. I watched it during the snowstorm. I was in a position to keep a good flame going, to keep a torch lit. I'm just a guy holding a torch for the city of Portland, for all the weirdos, for all the people who don't have a safe place to call their home.
That's nice.
That's awesome.
So I used to live in Dallas, in this place called the Inland Theater, and they did sort of things like, they were kind of an indie theater, so they'd show old movies, or movies that are older. And so I went. Yeah. It took me to Rocky Horror Picture Show. I'd never seen it in theaters before, and I remember people were dressed up. I remember one of the guys came by and put a red V on my forehead with a lipstick.
Oh, because you're a virgin.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if you go on my Facebook, there's a picture of me with much more hair. With the V on my forehead.
Nice.
But that's why there are people out there that were actually acting out scenes from the movie in the platform in front of it. I got to see some titties by accident.
Nice.
But yeah, it was. I had a good time seeing Rocky Horror Picture Show. Meatloaf's amazing. It's the best part of it.
So there's a TV series coming to Disney Plus that they're going to start filming in the next month or two, which is called Secret Invasion, which is based off the Skrulls. If you remember in Captain Marvel, they're the guys that can shapeshift. 2 actresses have just been named to being into that is going to be starring in the TV show. One, Olivia Colman from The Father from last week that we reviewed. She will be in Secret Invasion, and also Emilia Clarke.
Emilia Clarke is Daenerys herself, yeah.
Yeah. So those two actresses have just signed up to Secret Invasion. I mean, you also got Samuel L. Jackson. It's based on the Marvel Universe. I don't know what more you need. I mean, let's just be honest. If Samuel L. Jackson's in it, that's enough for to make me watch it, no matter what it is.
No matter what?
I mean, Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, it's Sam J. It's Sammy J. I know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not talking Samuel L. Jackson from Ted 2. I'm talking Samuel L. Jackson, the actor.
Okay, that's fair.
Did that go over your head?
I've seen Ted 2 in the fucking years since I've seen it.
Yeah, the female lawyer that's helping Ted, her name is Sam L. Jackson.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And she's like, I don't even know who that is. And Ted's like, have you seen any movie ever? He's the black guy. Yeah. So there's an action thriller. Action thriller Memory is what it's called. The movie is called Memory, and it has just been signed that Guy Pearce, Monica Bellucci, Harold Torres, and Liam Neeson are all going to be starring in this. Yeah?
Yeah,
it's a remake of a 2003 film called The Memory of a Killer. Memory finds Neeson in a familiar territory as an assassin for hire who finds that he's become a target after he refuses to complete a job for a dangerous criminal organization.
Is it a remake of like a foreign film?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a Belgian film.
He did a remake just recently. What was it called? Cold Pursuit or something? That was a remake of like a French film.
Yeah, hey, it's what happens. They do it over there too all the time too.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest. I mean, I don't know if you ever, what movie was it? I don't know, but my web is just acting up. Do I have low interference on my web? I do. I did not do what I normally do, but here we go. Finally, it popped up. Mark Hamill, the great Luke Skywalker, has just signed on for a movie.
Can you do the Joker voice real quick? Just do like a laugh. Do.
Oh, you want me to do a Joker voice? All right.
Hamill's Joker laugh.
There we go. Hey, Batsy, you want to come to play? I'll kill you all. Oh, God.
Thanks, pal. Now what's going on right now?
Mark Hamill is playing in a movie.
Okay.
Where he will be part of a group of people fleeing from the Russian mob.
Okay.
With a guy named Bert
Kreischer?
This movie's called The Machine, based on the stand-up Brooke Krisner of him robbing a train with his college students when he joined the Russian mafia.
Bert Kreischer's in this movie?
It's about his true life, yeah.
Shit, I didn't know they were making a movie based on that bit. That
I didn't either,
guys.
I didn't know it either,
guys. If you don't know who Bert Kreischer is, go online, press pause, go to YouTube, and look up Bert Kreischer, The Machine, and you'll hear a wild ass story.
Gosh. The Russian mafia story is literally, I can watch it right now and I'll bust my shit up laughing. I know I've seen that thing like 100 times. So Mark Hamill's playing in it right now. That's all they got. They got other people that are going to be in it at some point, but yeah.
You know, every time I see Bert Kreischer when he performs live, he takes a shirt off immediately when he gets on stage.
Yeah, that's everything. That's what he does. Yeah. I've
never
seen him live. I've been wanting to see him live, but I have not.
He's very funny.
Now he's in arenas and shit. You know, I'm not going to see him in a.
I saw him in an improv.
Nice.
Yeah, he was. It was very funny. I remember getting home at like 1 a.m. But
all right. So, Cinderella's Evil Stepsisters is giving a Disney live-action movie.
Why?
Written and starring Vesta Del Mar and Kristen Wiig and Annie Molamo, the same people who did the movie Barb and Star.
Yeah.
The movie we'll be reviewing in a month or two. But,
is it coming out? Is it coming out on streaming or what?
Yeah, it's coming out in July or something. I think it is. But that same group is writing a live action movie for Disney about the evil stepsisters, which I have no more information than that. But
Kristen Wiig's in it, so I'm kind of interested. You know,
I'm interested in it. Adam Sandler is doing a movie called The Spaceman.
Is this the worst movie he's supposed to make? Is that what this one is?
I don't know. No, that he already made that one. It was that last one he just did.
Hubie Halloween.
Carrie Mulligan from Promising Young Woman has already signed on.
Okay.
She's going to be playing Adam Sandler's wife in the movie. Also just signed on is Kulan Nayar, who everybody would know him from The Big Bang Theory as Raj.
Yeah.
And also Paul Dano. Paul Dano, dang it.
You mean Paul Dano?
Yeah, Paul Dano.
Paul Dano is he's Eli Sunday from There Will Be Blood.
He's Little Miss Sunshine, There Will Be Blood, The Prisoners, 12 Years a Slave, and he's also in the Batman coming up.
Was he playing in the Batman? Do you remember what he's playing in that?
No, I can't remember. They probably have him as a mystery guy right now because right now they're doing everything mystery hardcore. All right, then Home Alone, the reboot is almost finished. Filming. Kenan Thompson. Yeah, they're already done. They're already almost done.
I thought they were just talking.
Kenan Thompson is the writer.
Who's any stars revealed in that one?
I don't know. It doesn't really reveal anything. I think they're trying to keep it. Nobody got in touch with me about it, and it's a waste of time as far as I'm concerned. What's the point? I'm a firm believer that you don't remake films that you had longevity. Oh, who's this talking right
Mac? Now? Is it Mac?
No, Chris Columbus.
Oh yeah, director of the original.
Yeah. I don't know why they're rebooting it. You know,
I think the first one's really funny. I really do.
I think the second one too is too.
Okay.
All right, we'll go really short on these next ones so we can get to the last movie.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Mortal Kombat.
Hey, we're talking about that next week, guys.
Is the beginning to a trilogy.
Yeah, I actually read people saying that it ends so they can set up like a couple more movies after it.
The writer Greg Russo.
How you spell
Russo?
How you spell it?
Russo.
Russo. Like the Russo brothers?
Is that the Russo brothers?
Well, like the Russo brothers. Like, but
I know.
Okay.
I'm just fucking with you.
Okay.
Anyway. But yeah, Greg Russo says this movie is actually the start of a trilogy. They've already had a trilogy in mind when doing the Mortal Kombat movies because you can't paint yourself into a corner or shut down where your storyline could go. When I was writing the first film, I was always in the back of my mind outlining two more, so I always knew where things could go, and I would love to come back and explore. There's just so much of the mythology that we didn't have time to get into. 2 hours is the right length for a first film, but there's more. There's the Shaolin monks, there's special forces, there's all kinds of spin-offs you could see. Who knows?
Did they mention Johnny Cage?
No, dude. You need to get rid of your heart-on.
Well, we'll find out because it comes out next week, and we'll be talking about.
So there's one thing I do want to mention. Somewhere in Oklahoma right now, Robert De Niro is here.
Go find him.
Yeah, he's filming his movie right now.
Go find him. Oh, is it which one is he filming?
The Martin Scorsese one with Leonardo DiCaprio.
So Marty, Jesse Plemons, and De Niro are there?
Yes.
Go find him.
Somewhere here in Oklahoma. I need to figure out where the fuck. I need to figure out some goddamn fucking thing and figure out where the hell they're at.
So Marty, Robert, Leo, and Jesse are there. You gotta find them.
Yeah, somewhere. Because the whole movie is based in Oklahoma.
Find them and have them give me a call. Get him on the podcast, dude.
Last but not least, it was announced before, and now. Oh, one other thing. Rohan, 47 Rohan with Keanu Reeves.
41 Ronin?
Is 47 Rohan?
Ronin.
Yeah, Ronin. Is getting a sequel and is being written by Amy Garcia. You would know her as she's the lab person on Lucifer, the TV show.
Okay.
That's on Netflix.
Yeah.
And AJ Lee. Oh my God. Right?
Give me an idea of what AJ Lee's done.
AJ Lee was one of the longest WWE women's champions of all time and is married to none other than CM Punk.
Okay, so that's like okay. Real quick question.
Yeah.
So you look at me, you go, AJ Lee, and your mouth was open, you're smiling. And I was like, you expected me to know who that was.
Well, she's not only was a pro wrestler, which she retired about a year after CM Punk left the game, but she's also written 3 novels that were New York bestsellers. And on top of that, she also wrote for comic books, animated shows, and so has Philip Brooks. CM Punk which is his real name, Philip Brooks.
Yeah.
He has written for Marvel, DC, and also has written for several TV shows and stuff like that. So I just figured maybe you'd know, but you didn't. It's okay. I still love you. But last but not least, here's the last piece of news, and we are done with news for the week, and we will go into the last movie. It's 100% confirmed. Right now, the Flash movie is being filmed, right?
Oh, yeah, I heard about this.
And he's there, guys. He's there.
Michael Keaton.
Putting the suit back on. Michael fucking Keaton, the second best Batman of all times, is there.
Yeah, he's returning as Batman, as the Bat Dude. but yeah, he's
Batman.
Yeah, no, he's confirmed. I'm really interested to see how this is gonna fit in canon at all.
Well, no, they'll just rewrite all the Snyder stuff.
So
the Flash movie is based off of Flashpoint. All right.
So different actor?
No. Okay. So in Flashpoint.
Oh, hold on.
Just to make it, I'm gonna make it as short as possible. In Flashpoint, Flash goes back to when his mother was murdered when he was a wee little baby in front of him, and he saves her life. But then he goes back to the future. And he realizes everything's fucking changed. He's not even the Flash. So then he becomes the Flash again and goes back to the past and fix it so his mom gets murdered, but she didn't get murdered in the same way, which caused a ripple effect and fucks up the entire timeline still, but it's kind of right, but not exactly right.
So it's like Back to the Future too.
Yes, kind of like Biff got the book.
Okay, yeah.
And that's Biff got the book, and that's how the world was when he went to the future, and then he goes back and gets the book from Biff, but it's still weird that his parents are now like a best-selling author, or like shit like that, where stuff's crazy.
Grace Sports Almanac.
Grace Sports Almanac. Anyway, so that's it, man. That's all I got for the news. That's it. That's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so. That was the Movies That Don't Suck and Some That Is News. My name is Neil, and I was just telling Chris stuff so I can make his ears horny. Yeah.
Okay.
Stop.
Sorry.
What the fuck is wrong with you today?
I don't know, man. So let's talk Jacob's wife. Who's the starring, pal? Oh, no, sorry. It was written it's directed by Travis Stevens. He has directed such things as not much, really, man. Honestly, he's the producer for a lot of stuff, but he's directed a couple shorts, one actual feature called Girls on the Third Floor, but this is his first directing role. He was producing on Starry Eyes, which we talked about. Remember Starry Eyes? Do you remember that? We talked about
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh.
Now that you said it, yeah.
Written by Kathy Charles, Mark Steensland, and Travis Stevens, the director. This stars Barbara Crampton as Anne.
He came to the house and he said he was a delivery man, but he had a gun and then he hit me over the head and I woke up here.
And also Ray Fessenden as Pastor Jacob Fetter.
He can fly at you like a sudden storm without warning from nowhere and devour you, consume you with its ferocious appetite.
It also stars
Bonnie. Bonnie Aarons, who's known for playing the nun and stuff like that, who plays the master in this movie. We got to mention her. I just couldn't find a clip for her. She plays a lot of horror movie characters. And so
honestly, your character in this is unrecognizable. Like you would be able to...
and the thing is same as all the other movies. And to be honest, when I was looking up news stories for this week, the two most things I saw was stories with Bonnie Aarons about this movie and stories with Sebastian Stan about Monday. It's were the two most interviews I've seen this.
Yeah, because Jacob's wife, I saw this at Panic Fest in theaters. Yeah, this is one of the movies that I saw, and I think it's going to release on Shudder at some point soon. Mm-hmm. But I do mention that CM Punk is in this as well.
CM Punk from Chicago, Illinois.
Let me get some. Let me get something straight. Those of you who are cheering me right now, you are just the biggest part of me leaving as anything else.
That's good enough for CM Punk because we heard the rhythm.
And to be honest,
he's in it for like 5 minutes, maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah, at the end, and he probably didn't even take any money from it. He probably was just like, "Hey, somebody in this movie probably knew him somewhere or ran into him. It's like, hey, would you be in our movie?" And he's like, "Yeah."
Why don't you read the story on real quick, and then we'll talk more about it.
Because that guy's like, now, if you were a millionaire, let's just talk about this for a second. If you were a millionaire, would you change your lifestyle?
I don't know. Actually, I've considered this. If I came into a lot of money, I'd probably just pay off the house I have now and just be fat and happy.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
And guess what? CM Punk is worth over $30 million, and he still owns the same pair of jeans that he wore when he was 17.
Oh, I wore the same. I'm glad he can still wear those.
Money guy.
Oh, he's still fitting those.
I bet you, because he's the same fucking size.
Yeah.
Read the storyline. Read the storyline. All right, storyline. Anne, married to a small town minister, feels up her minister every day because he feels up little boys. I'm sorry.
Read a different one,
yeah. You know, ministers, little boys, they go hand in hand. Anyway. And married
By
to
the way,
a small town
you're thinking
minister.
clergy. You're thinking clergy. Minister's done it, but priest's done it way more.
Okay, whatever.
Right.
Anyway, Anne, married to a small town minister, feels her life has been shrinking over the past 30 years. Encountering the master brings her a new sense of power and an appetite to live bolder. However, the changes comes with a heavy body count.
So this is like a B horror film. It's to me it's better than it's not bad like when it comes to budget, but it's definitely not.
No. It's a D horror movie. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm really trying to figure out what to say without giving away a lot of this movie.
All right.
I'm going to defer to you on what we can say and what we can't say.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to think of what the fuck to say.
Well, I don't want dead air.
Jesus Christ, I can't just instantly think of what the fuck I'm going to say sometimes, even though I'm pretty goddamn good at it.
Okay.
I would say, what's the best way to...
Can we say it? Can we?
I guess, kind of. Yeah, why not? It is what it is. It's a vampire movie.
It's a vampire movie. Okay, that's good. All right.
Yeah. And the master is a vampire, and to be honest, it's very Nosferatu vampire would be the way to say it.
Yeah,
because it's not like Dracula. It's not like things over here. It's like the things in the front, like Nosferatu.
But yeah, like it doesn't follow all the vampire rules, all of them. It follows some of them, not all of them. I remember walking in this movie not knowing anything about it and was very pleased when I came out of it. I thought this.
I remember when my co-host made me watch this movie, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
That's what you felt afterwards.
Yeah, like literally, like we never usually watch B movies.
We watched Psycho Horror, man.
I mean, that was B movie week. Like we did two B movies.
Dude, I wanted you to watch something that I saw at Panic Fest. I wanted you to see it with me. Is that cool?
I know.
Okay.
And this is what I got to say about it. All right. It was really fun.
Yeah, right.
It was gory. I had a good time. There was It was weird at times. I'm not gonna lie. You know, there's some shit in this. I'm like, maybe not that. Maybe not that. But I kind of went with it. You know,
the gore was what you'd want out of a B horror movie, like the gore and blood.
It was
like,
weird. The gore was weird.
It was.
Okay, like I feel like they had an effect that they could pull off.
Yeah.
And they went with that to try to do what they were doing. And I don't want to ruin that part of it because I just feel like that gore factor there of the way they did it was just like, it was really strange. It was just like, there's an effect I think they could pull off. And they're like, let's do it like this. And that's what they did. And I'm guessing they didn't want the people to digest too much of the fake blood or whatever. So I'm guessing it was not
food
like chocolate syrup or whatever they use in the old black and whites. But
this is a fun movie.
Fun.
It's a fun movie, yeah, for sure. It's not meant to be taken too seriously. You're not gonna get super scary. It's not like but it's a B horror film. And if you go into it with the right attitude, you'll find a lot to like about this. Of course,
I mean, and CM Punk's in it. I mean, the greatest WWE champion of all time. So, you know, I one time saw CM Punk against a guy named Chris Hero in a gymnasium in Indiana. I was front row, and you know how much that front row ticket cost me?
$15.
$15.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is before CM Punk was huge, right? This is before he was.
Yeah. This is like this is when he was just in Chicago, like wrestling in gymnasiums.
Is he CM Punk in that? Has he always been CM Punk?
Yeah, because CM stands for Chick Magnet Punk.
Okay.
And he was part of a tag team called Chick Magnets, and it lasted for like a month.
Was the tag team partner also straight edge?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
But
is CM Punk still straight edge? CM Punk's still straight edge?
Yeah, he's always been straight edge.
Okay.
The real story is his dad is an alcoholic and was abusive, and he used to have to live on friends' couches and shit like that. So he never wanted to do that. So alcohol has never touched his tongue.
And straight edge has a deep dive to the punk and hardcore scene in the early 80s. Mm-hmm. I was a straight edge for a minute. But obviously I'm fucking...
We were all straight. I was straight edge for like a week and a half.
Cool.
And then I was like, nah, I like drugs and alcohol. There's nothing I can do about it.
Okay. Real quick, did you... I'm going to talk about Monday for a second.
Yeah, no, let's go back to the movie, obviously, yeah.
So Monday, did you act like that when you're high on cocaine?
Were they high on cocaine on this movie?
In Monday, I mean?
Oh, in Monday? Oh, no. I mean, no, that's what I'm saying. That's like, they don't know what drug that was. I don't know if that was cocaine or not.
That's what they said it was. All right, Jacob's wife. It's very funny. There's very funny parts. So I laughed quite a bit during this movie. Even parts of me I shouldn't have laughed at. I laughed pretty hard.
I know. I laugh at gore all the time. Yeah. I do. I laugh at fake when it's fake gore. I just laugh my.
I'm sure you also laugh when it's supposed to be people are supposed to be genuinely scared. You're like, oh, that was awesome.
Yeah, I got kicked out of a movie theater. I think it was for Nightmare on Elm Street 3 or 4, because 3 was the first one I saw. 4. No, it was 4 or 5, whatever. But I was laughing so hard, I got kicked out, and I was like 7 or 8.
Okay, well,
like,
that's fair. I was about to be like,
I was like, oh my god!
I was like, why? I'm like, why you ruin this movie for people? But Dream Warriors. But that's the third one. But yeah, this movie, it's honestly, it's getting a lot.
It's got an interesting story. Yeah. To be honest, if this movie was made not the way it was made, like if it was not, obviously independent, low budget movie. If this movie, say this movie had a $20 million budget, this movie could be amazing because it has a good storyline. It has, like a, small town girl marries the small town preacher. There's like a love triangle at one point.
I honestly think that this is going to get a lot of buzz over the next couple of weeks.
Months. It's already have buzz.
Yeah,
it already has buzz.
It's going to get more though. I think this coming out, I think a lot of people are wanting to see a movie like this.
I mean, when you got Bonnie Aarons, who's in the Conjuring series, all the Conjuring series, and you got CM Punk, who is like a big name in pro wrestling. And I know you're not a pro wrestling fan, and he hasn't wrestled in 9 years or 8 years. 8 years he hasn't wrestled.
Okay.
And he's very much done with pro wrestling. But his name alone makes people look, you know what I'm saying? And even though it's wrestling nerds like me who's wearing like wrestling t-shirts while they're on a podcast, it's like, you know, it's going to have people looking. And to be honest,
I totally forgot by the way, I forgot he was in 2 episodes of Marin.
Who?
CM Punk.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Okay.
CM Punk's a man. I mean, seriously, I know you don't like pro wrestling, but seriously, go listen to some of his interviews and stuff like that. I think you'd get along with him very well. I mean, there's a reason his name's Punk, and you would get along with him.
Yeah, I believe it.
Like, yeah, like he was there. I could let's not open that can of worms because I'll talk all day.
Yeah,
but this movie, I think everybody did what they could for their parts. Barbara did good. Some of the makeup wasn't too good on her, and I'm not gonna say what parts, but there's some makeup parts to it that I was kind of like, okay, that's kind of weird.
Okay,
but that's your choice. And but like between Barbara and Larry, like they played together really well. They acted together really well. If the cinematography was better, it could have been good. And to be honest, the way the story is laid out, you know what I'm saying? Like how it is laid out. You could reshoot this scene for scene, like, you know, better cinematographer, better filming style, better you know, graphics, makeup, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And
I think the only problem I have with it is it seems very TV movie, the way it's shot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like the cinematography of this could be better. And that's not on their fault. It's a low budget movie. That's exactly the way it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, dude, I went to Panic Fest, right? And this was one of the higher budget movies there. Like I could tell watching this. I'm like, okay, like there are fake. This is low budget. I saw a few no budget movies. There are some movies that are shot with 2 iPhones in over 12 days, right? So
but that can be good too. What movie did we see? What was it called? Unsane?
Yeah,
Unsane that we saw that was all done on iPhone.
But I'm saying like I'm also actors aren't known but yeah, this movie like you said cinematography seemed a little stilted. It seemed really TV, but it's also super gory. It's funny. It's a fun movie. I will say it's a fun movie, and I would.
By any means, it's not winning any Oscars, any awards, and anything like that.
I think it's coming out on Shudder at some point, but you guys should, if you guys want to watch it.
Yeah, it's I think it is on Shudder already.
Okay.
I will look it up right now just to inform everybody. What's the name of the movie?
Jacob's Wife with a K.
I'm just kidding.
I knew the Shudder. I know Shudder definitely produced it because I remember seeing that when they were doing the beginning of it. But or am I wrong? I could be wrong, dude. Fuck.
It was released 5 days ago on VOD on VOD and Shudder.
Okay. Yeah, so if you guys have Shudder, which you should, if you don't, you should, because it's a great way to watch horror films. I would recommend checking this out.
I love Shudder. Shudder has and also has like the Creep Show on there and stuff like that. And by any means, Shudder's not paying us to say shit. We just promote stuff we like. We don't get paid by anybody to do anything. Oh, that's adorable.
What? What's so funny?
I just pulled up Facebook to talk to someone after we get done here in a minute. And my wife just posted a bunch of pictures of my dog on Turkey Mountain. Aw, it's adorable.
Joe Bob Briggs is pretty cool. He's guy in Shudder. He's the guy like introduced. He's kind of like I want to say it's kind of like Mystery Science Theater 3000s, but without the actual commentary. Joe Bob Briggs.
And that's the thing. You know what? Not Mystery Science 3000, but if this was like a Creep Show or something like that, where they have like a host, like Here's a story about a minister and his wife. You know, that would be awesome, right?
Yeah.
I think that would make this movie a little bit better. It's good for what it is. I'm not dogging it. I think everybody did their part. To be honest, I thought it was fun.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get some quotes and let's get our judgmental numbers. All right. Husbands, love your wife like Christ loved the church. Did he love the church, though? I'm just saying. Anyway. It's a goddamn shame. I'm sorry. Blasphemy. Sorry. Did you see the size of that thing? Yeah. I saw the size of that thing. What's the occasion? Does there have to be one? What on God's green earth have you been eating? Did you bless her? Did you bless her with God's almighty love? Another thing was ADT their sponsor, because like ADT was literally on everybody's window everywhere.
Maybe.
I don't think they were.
It's product placement.
Mm-hmm. Can you say something that's this is getting uncomfortable for me? Oh, here we go. Given the circumstances, I believe I am being reasonable. Will you stop with the Sunday school crap? You don't know how to fight for me because you never had to.
Oh, shit.
It pays to take drugs from kids. Yeah, I'm stealing drugs from every kid I can.
Oh, yeah.
I'll leave. If you tell me a swear, fuck off. I already know that one. Run and don't look back. How you going to write this one down, deputy? I don't know. Domestic dispute? Not violent? I had to get that one in because it was said by CM Punk.
So, why don't you guess what the audience score? But there are fewer than 50 ratings. So
wait, motherfucker!
Oh yeah, sorry. What's
our score first out of 1 and 5? Did you forget how the show works?
Yeah.
Are you drunk?
I'm not drunk. Why don't you give your score first?
I'm gonna give 3.5.
I'm gonna go a little higher with you, 3.7.
Nice. Yeah, I like I said, it was a fun B movie. By any means, to be honest, it would not be the B movie I show people if I was trying to get them convinced to watch B movies. Yeah. But if you are a B movie watcher, you'll love it.
Okay. So 3.7 for me, 3.5 for you. The audience score, I want to remind you that there are only fewer than 50 ratings because the audience hasn't watched a lot of it. So this is probably not an accurate audience score, but what do you think it is?
71.
46.
Aw, poor guys.
Now the critic score.
52.
85%.
Nice. What's the critics' percentage?
Jacob's wife gives genre legend Barbara Crampton an opportunity to carry on an old school horror story, and she bloody well delivers. Yeah, I didn't really notice Barbara Crampton was an icon, but after seeing what she's done, yeah, she's known for these horror stories, man. I was at a genre festival, so people were there to see Barbara Crampton do her shit, and this movie's fun. I would recommend it. It's cool. I like it a lot. It's a fun movie. I'm glad you got to see it. I got to see it. We get to share a commentary about a movie I get to saw in person. So, I think that's it, man. I think we're. What are we doing next week? Are you done? I know. Here's what we're doing next week. Mortal Kombat. We're also going to talk about the Oscars, and we're going to have another movie ready to talk about as well. But I think that's still being figured out, right? Don't look at me like that, dude.
All right, now what? Let's say that again.
All of it? Break it down. Come on, dude. Don't look at me like that.
Is it next week Mortal Kombat?
Yeah,
Mortal Kombat.
I should have had that queued up.
Mortal Kombat.
But we're also talking about the Oscars this Sunday, so we will be talking about that in the news, like about who won.
We're doing the Oscars. We'll do Mortal Kombat, and I guess we're doing some shitty movie that Chris wants to watch.
Which movie is that?
I don't know, Synthesis.
Synchronic. But listen, dude, I laid my case out for it. I don't really care about seeing it, but
you're like, oh, this shitty movie.
Did you like Anthony Mackie? Why are you so against this movie?
I'm just fucking with you. I was fucking with you the whole time after you told me what movie you were watching. I was trying to find like a really shitty movie that was coming out this week and trying to send that to you. But there is no really shitty movie coming out this week. There's like really no movies. Like everybody was like, oh, Mortal Kombat's coming out. Fuck that. We ain't putting nothing out this week.
Yeah.
You know, like, dude,
the
whole way is paved for Mortal Kombat.
I'm so excited for that. I can't wait. I'm so excited to see it.
You want to talk about movies for a second, just for 1 second? Here's a thought I just had.
Okay.
All right. In Return of the Jedi, right?
Mm-hmm.
How could the Ewoks have a dress that fits Princess Leia unless they already cooked and ate a woman her size?
Well, let me ask a question about that. People have the Ewoks been in contact with
Princess Leia, by the way. I said Leia. I'm sorry. Your wife's Leia.
She's a princess, though.
She's your princess.
Yeah, she's my little princess. But no. So let me ask you: the Ewoks, do they have they had contact with humans before Return of the Jedi, or is this like a brand new planet they crashed on? Ewoks.
I don't know.
Because I mean,
that's a good question too.
Because they could be trading, you know. But you're right. I mean, they probably have killed a size, Leia's size. So I don't know. It's scary.
And did you know, like, all the Ewok content is now available on Disney Plus?
Even the shitty Ewok stuff?
No, like the cartoons, the movies and shit like that. Battle of Endor.
Oh, those TV movies and the live action television show?
Oh my god, I loved them so much as a kid. Like, I haven't watched them again.
I bet they're dog shit now.
Since as a kid, I'm sure they are. I'm gonna give them an attempt at some. I don't know when. At some attempt, I'm gonna do it. Another thing. Do you know what today is?
It's the 21st of April.
Yeah. 3 years ago today, we went to Record Store Day.
Oh, yeah. I saw that on Facebook. Yeah.
Ain't that crazy?
Yeah.
It's been 3 years, bro.
Do you remember what we saw that day?
We saw It Never Really Happened.
You were never really
You're never really there.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. You fell asleep.
Yeah, it was.
You were drunk as fuck too, by the way. You were really drunk.
Free beers at 6 a.m. in the morning. What do you want? Every place had free beer. Of course, I took one. Yeah. Well, I'm not really buying any records because I don't have a record player.
And you're not driving, so like
why wouldn't I?
Everywhere we went, they were handing Neil a beer. He's like, sure, I'll take a beer.
I remember I had Boulevard. I had a Miller Lite at some point. I had a Coors Light at some point. I had a PBR.
Neil was so drunk he didn't care about how I was driving, which is different.
which is very uncommon as you drive like an old lady.
Yeah, I remember. All right, man. Visit
it's the truth. I love you.
I love you too. Truth. Visit us online at moviesdon'tsuck.net. We're on Facebook at facebook.com/moviesdon'tsuck podcast. We're on Twitter at MTS Podcast. We're on Instagram at MTS Podcast. We're also on Patreon, patreon.com/moviesdon'tsuck. We're on Bonfire. Just search our name. We get merch if you want to buy some merch. They're pretty cool, and Neil did some really cool designs.
Yeah, I need to come up with a new one. I was trying to think of that today, but then I got so much going on this week that I'll think of something. I always come up with little sayings and stuff.
If you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe. If you're watching us on Facebook, please like. And we keep getting likes every day, man. It's crazy.
Do we really?
Yeah. We got 11 last week.
I don't know. I don't know the traffic. You're the one that knows traffic. Yeah. I don't know. Does even 10 people listen to our podcast?
I have no clue. I really don't.
You're the producer. You're supposed to know that shit.
Yeah, I'm not too sure our metrics are right. I gotta be honest.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I want to say they're higher. I think they're high. They're definitely higher than what the metrics say.
Well, I mean, we're on so many different freaking platforms too. So it's like it's hard to even figure it out.
Okay, and then I think that's it. I want you talk about small businesses we help.
Oh, yeah. And if you're a small business, no matter who you are, if I walk into your place and I like you, I'm going to promote you. But if you got your own, let us know. Talk to us. Send us emails. I'll be more than happy. If you want me to be serious about it, we'll be serious about it. I won't joke around or anything like that. I just want to make sure to help you guys out as much as possible, and promote your stuff as much as possible to get you out there, because we love you and we want you to survive in the crazy world that we're out there today.
Oh, that's nice. Are you good, dude?
Are you good? That's another episode of Movies That Don't Suck and Something to Do. My name's Neil.
I'm Chris.
And remember, guys, anytime you're hanging out on a Monday night out at the strip club, don't try to take the stripper home, because it might be Jacob's wife. Have a good night.